Hello, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Send your request into designs@patioheat.com for your personalized recommendations. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decisions for your applications. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, so we have this covered patio standalone structure here, and it's a residential application. So you can see we have we have a reclining space here, we have a bar stool space over here, and then back over here is barbecue and food prep area. We do have some light fixtures that are going to be hanging within the structure itself. I think they're about 6 foot 6 inches from center point to center point on each unit, this being the center unit centered in the structure. And then we also have some lighting fixtures over here, and I think that's about it. Let's go ahead and look at the overall dimensions that I have. So overall dimensions that I have are, I have a total of 19 foot 3 inches, I believe, on the from outside edge of this back wall here to the post itself, and then 12 foot 3 all the way out to the edge of the slab itself. I have 1611 from post to post on the outside edges, and then also 20 foot 5 to the outer edge here for this seating position over here. Total height I have is approximately 10 foot 3 inches to the top edge of this beam going across, as well as the one back here, and the ones on the two sides as well. I have it at about it's 18 inches from top to bottom, and I think that's about it. This dimension here I'm not 100% certain of, but I have it about 13 foot off the finished floor to the top edge here, or I should say the bottom of the top edge here. I think that's about it. Okay, let's go ahead and look at some options. So first of all, the customer had some thoughts about placing a unit on the back edge of this beam here. And here I'm showing the Infratech 6000 watt C series. So it's the CD 6024 model, 6000 watt 240 volt. This is approximately 20,600 BTU output. Let's go ahead, and I do have it centered within the span itself. Let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. Sorry about that. Let's turn that off. And yeah, so let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat here. And you can see that the array would cover up this space fairly decently. I have it at a 30-degree tilt. When you have it mounted on a vertical surface like this at a 30-degree tilt, you need to make sure you have 12 inches of clearance above the heater itself, and then 36 inches of clearance around, I should say down the face of the unit, as well as 18 inches all around the unit itself. And so that would make no issue with regards to having the, I believe I have the bottom edge here at the same elevation as the bottom edge of the beam going across here. You can see that the coverage is fairly decent, being that it's in the center of the patio, and I have the seating positions here off-centered to the right here. We're not really heating up this space here, as well as the fact that you're not in the ideal amount of heat. So the ideal amount of heat is from the surface of the heater itself all the way out to 10 feet. And so this is actually just further than that 10-foot mark. However, you're going to feel some of the heat, and depending on how much protection from the wind and exposure that you do have, this might be something that is acceptable. All right, let's go ahead and look at a different option, which would be possibly using the SunPack gas heater and located in the same location. So all issues are the same, with the exception of this is 8 inches of clearance, where the other one's 6 inches of clearance behind the unit itself. And everything else should be fine with regards to this placement here. Above the heater itself, when you have it at a 30-degree angle, you need 17 inches of clearance on an S34 model. So this is 34,000 BTUs, so it's a little bit more intense than the slimline, or excuse me, the CD series 6000 watt, which was the 20,600 BTUs. So 34,000 BTUs is a little bit more intense, and you are again almost not in that perfect heat ray over here. However, this position here is a little bit stronger. It is centrally located, just like the other model. So your footprint of heat is just a slight bit wider, about 6 inches on each side really is all you're getting, but the intensity is a little bit nicer. So I would say this would be the more preferred option of gas versus electric for this particular application here. So let's go ahead and turn that off and look at possibly some other thoughts. Another thought would be utilizing some of the Infratech CD models, 2 of them instead of just 1, and I would place them out here on this side, left and right, let's call it. And then also just note that I have it at the same angle as the rafters up here, and you would have to have them so that they are located 6 inches below the rafter itself to meet the clearances combustibles, as well as 18 inches from this edge to this edge. And so that would be the position that you would receive a good amount of heat here. And then also just to state that, you know, you could, and I should also mention here too that I have them centrally located between these 2 light fixtures because I just wanted it to look more uniform. So let's go ahead and move these 2 units. Well, we're going to just add additional 2 more units. I think that's about, let's go maybe 12 feet. Nope, let's go 8 feet over. Yeah, it's still a little bit too far away. Let's go with 6 foot over, and we'll try 7. I'm trying to locate this between these 2 beams here so that we can get a total coverage for the entire space if you were to use 4 units. So there's a lot of crossover rays here with that application, so I'm not very happy with this particular application using 4 units. So if you were to use 4 units, maybe you would want to go with the shorter units. Let's go ahead and see if I can pull those components up here real quick. And that would be like a CD 5024, and it would be something more like this here in dimension wise. Let's go ahead and move that so that it's facing the proper direction. And I'm going to just place it over here so I can get the proper angle of the ceiling joist here. And we'll pull that up. And then I'm going to move this. Let me turn off this ray here for a second. I'm going to move. Let's just do it this way. Might be a little bit quicker. I apologize for the delay here, but let's see how this actually will look. I didn't think about that until this moment here. So this probably would be, if you were going to use 4 units, this would probably be the better option. And let's go ahead and get this centrally located. Sorry about the delay here. It's just not capturing properly. There we go. Okay. So this would be kind of more my preferred if you were going to use 4 units. I'm going to turn these off, and then I'm going to move this one here approximately 7 feet in this direction here. And it's close to being centered. Let's go 6.5 feet and see how that looks. That looks a little bit better. So let's go ahead and, whoops, sorry, let's swing everything around so you can be entertained here. But let's go ahead and change this to something like this. All right, so now we have 4 units total. Let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. And you can see here, I think this would be a little bit better of an application where you're using 4 units, Infratech units. Yeah, this would be my preferred if you're going to go with the Infratech electric units to heat up the entire space. Now you can see there's still an exception out here, which is the bar stool seating height. And if you were actually to sit underneath this particular unit over here on this side of the bar, you'd probably be too warm over here because the intensity, you're sitting up much higher than normal, almost a foot higher than normal. And so the intensity is going to be about 4 times more intense. So the other thing you might consider is to utilize a slimline 3000 watt or maybe 4000 watt with a control system over here. And I have this mounted down on the outer beam here, and I have an extended 6-inch bracket so that you can actually angle the heater, and you're going to have to custom make this bracket or custom alter this bracket so that you can actually get that angle. But as long as you're meeting that 6 inches of clearance from this edge to this edge plus the 18 inches of clearance below the heater itself, this would be no issue. This is the clearance here that I'm talking about, the 18 inches below the heater. But that would heat up this section of the patio just fine, again, with either a 3000 or a 4000 watt. And if you were using a 4000 watt, you'd want a control system on that heater. All right, let's go ahead and change this. I'm going to just make this real quick. Okay, and sorry for the delay again. And let's turn that off here. Okay, and then let's go ahead and look at maybe utilizing 2 of the SunPack units as well as this Infratech slimline unit, 3000 watt or 4000 watt with a control. So these I have mounted so that they are a minimum of 8 inches away from the edge here to here, and then again 17 inches from the top here to any combustible material above the heater itself. These are 34,000 BTU units, and you can also get the TSH, which is a 2-stage hardwired unit, meaning that the hardwire would be a switch over here. Let's say that would be a high and low option, so 34,000 versus 25,000 BTU output. Again, centrally located, so that you're not getting the full coverage over here. But this, let's just say, you know, for a residence, you know, it's easy to be able to move, you know, the seating positions based on, you know, the temperatures and things of that nature, unlike commercial applications where the seating positions are usually fixed. Go ahead and move that back. But you know, using 2 units would be satisfactory, let's say, if this was my place, for heating up the area that is going to be occupied here. So all right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise, not monetize. YouTube does not promote our channel unless we receive a thumbs up from our viewers, and we truly appreciate you doing that. Thank you very much. Have an excellent day.